What's up, guys? Today I have a video for you guys about amateur boxing advice for talking about experience and the effect it can have on fighters. Give me 1 second, guys. As you can see, I'm gonna go get some water first. Let me get some water. Turn that around. Oh, I do. Yes. Make sure you have your gallon of water, guys. Um, Obviously I'm not in my work clothes. I don't work today, but when you're first starting off, obviously you got to get it in. Um, you're not making as much money in the pro fights. Like, you're actually losing money. Me and my friends, me and my homie. Shout out to my homie Nick. Shout out to my homie Chris. We would always be sarcastic. We would be like, man, they ain't paying much in TJ. They just like to mess around, cause they ain't paying nothing in TJ. So even the fights over here in the US is like 1,000 you get paid, which is not even a month worth of rent. You get me? So, but those TJ fights, and this is obviously off topic, but those TJ fights really do help you. You get 8, 10, um, and it really puts you up there. Like, I'll say some names, like, I don't know if you guys heard of Malik Birdsong or my homie Rock. Um, Couple guys in the Malik camp. They got a couple fights in TJ, Devin Haney, Ryan. You just get me. So it does help you, and they're tough fights. They're not easy. They're tough. Some of those guys are rugged veterans. I remember my homie Daniel Hayes. He fought a guy with like 70 pro fights, and he did have like 30 losses, 40. But dude was solid. He fought Jose Luis Castillo, and my friend Dan won that fight, but they took it away from him. So it's crazy. But anyway, guys, I want to talk about experience and the effect that I can have on fighters. So I remember probably the most experienced guy at the time that I had sparred when I was younger. Obviously, they're like, now it's just way different. When I was around, before I turned 17, uh, before I had turned 17, the guy that probably had the most experience was was Navarro from Maywood, the older brother. He's now signed to Golden Boy. At the time I was like 16, 17, 16, and he was probably the most experienced guy at the time. And I remember the effect that when you get in the ring, you're like, oh snap, this guy has like 150 amateur fights. And then I remember when I turned 18, I sparred another guy. I started sparring the pros at 18 a lot. 17, I started sparring more pros. Before that, it was mostly amateurs. I did spar pros, but it was mostly amateur because I would go in the afternoons. Then when I turned 17, I would go in the morning. I was finished. Well, I got kicked out of high school, so I had to invest my time I had to invest my time in the morning to the boxing gym, and in the afternoon, so I would go to the gym twice or 3 times, and then obviously still like that. But right now with the coronavirus, there's no gym open right now. So, but my bad, I got off topic, guys. I just wanted you guys to just get to know me a little too. Um, but yeah, so I sparred another national champion. He had like, I'm not gonna say his name just because not out of respect, but when the time is here, when I have more pro fights, it'll be a good, like, it'll make some drama. You get me? So I sparred this guy. He had 180 amateur fights. He's a prospect right now. He's probably like 18-0. And I remember he beat up on one of our guys because I had just sparred, and then my coach called me in. He's like, "Hey, Marco, hey Güero, come spar him," because he was touching on one of our dudes, and then and and the guy was talented. The guy was like 200 amateur fights in. Um, And so I was like, okay. And then and I was like, okay, this guy must be good then, huh? And then I started touching him up, and I mean, it was good work, but I landed the harder punches, and I snapped his head back. Um, and that's when I realized that was the moment that I hit that amateur fights don't matter. Everything, yes, experience does play a major factor in boxing. This is the message you guys were looking for. Basically, experience does play a major factor, but sometimes when you go in the ring and you're not afraid of the guy, you can neutralize the experience with your stamina, output, placing shots, being intelligent. One thing I like about a fighter named Amo Williams is that yes, he started boxing late, but he neutralizes it with obviously training hard, um, and just his mindset. He says that he brings originality to the sport, which is true. It's like originality and just a new way of thinking. There's a car that's making that noise. That new way of thinking can benefit you, and not being afraid and knowing who you are as a person. Um, and these are the things that also have helped me throughout my careers is running early. The 4 a.m. run helps you a lot. Not drinking, not smoking. Um, I don't go to parties like that. Maybe, man, I don't go to parties. And if you do, obviously make it once in a while, but don't drink. If you do, don't drink, don't smoke. Those are the two most important things. Whenever I get in the ring and I face a top guy, like when I faced that guy with a lot of amateur fights, I knew getting in the ring that this guy could not beat me because I never smoked, I never drank. I've been training every day. I train every day. I'm dead. I sleep, eat, boxing, and just where I come from a lot of struggles in my family. I like this is personal, but there's a lot of stuff that I don't tell you guys. Like I feel like I had a similar story to Fernando Vargas a little sometimes. Um, I remember one time I had a fight with my dad, and I'm not gonna get too deep into it, but it was kind of like it was tough, you know. Um, and then I went to Fernando's gym, all the way in Las Vegas, just because I felt like I couldn't talk to anyone. I wanted like I left home kind of, but it's just like, and Fernando Vargas kind of provided like, damn, he went through the same thing I did. But just like I remember being going through like sometimes 8 people in one apartment. You get me? So it's like I had to be. I grew up with my parents always provided a lot of stuff. Um, that's for another story. But the thing is, guys, don't be afraid of experienced fighters. Yes, they're good. They've seen a lot of styles, but they haven't seen you. So whenever you get in the ring, you fight. Okay, oh man, Terrence Crawford. I'm a smart. Don't be afraid of him. He's never fought you. He's never fought you. Yeah, he's fought everybody else, but he's never fought you. You bring something new to the table. So everyone everyone is built different. So don't be afraid of what you bring. Don't drink, don't smoke, guys. That's gonna help you a lot in the ring. You're gonna be able to last forever in the ring. So and know who you are as a person. Um, have a strong mind, and you'll be able to beat anyone in the ring for sure. So that's that. Um, I'm trying to think of anything else. I mean, I don't think I have any else to tell you guys, but that's about it. But yeah, this is a long video. But yeah, no, I think, and I also want to thank you guys for we reached 1,000 subscribers. Excuse me. We reached a thousand subscribers, and shout out to someone messaged me at 800 subscribers. I will ship out your shoes next week. I just had a lot of stuff that going on, but I will ship them. He's from New York. Thank you for messaging me, and we will do a giveaway at 2,000. Um, I just, I'm thankful for all you guys subscribing to my channel. It takes a lot starting from 0 subscribers, but guys, anyone can do it, and anyone can become world champion. Anyone can go to UCLA, USC, an Ivy League, whatever. Like, you could become a multi-division world champion. Don't be afraid of thinking high and aiming high. Anything in life is possible. There's so many possibilities. If my saying is, if you can think it, you can create it with your hands. So this is Marcopflores, and also with this boxing stuff, whenever you're stuck in a hurdle in life, never stop punching, never stop going. When you're stuck on something in boxing or in life, keep going. Don't even think about it. Just keep going. Everything's gonna be all right. And yeah, this is Marcopflores, and we're out.